Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and I wanted to do a little departure from the soaps I've been making lately, which is kind of full of wild colors. Well, Vibrant Soap, right? But I wanted to do something bright but still a little subdued at the same time. And I looked through my fragrances and I came up with coconut lime. And that kind of naturally limits my palette a little bit. I looked at the coconut with its white, brown, and the lime for its green. Combined that into this soap and decided that it needed a little bit of glitz too, so I add a little bit of gold mica drizzle on the top. And it's kind of a hint for my big video. I hope it's going to be out next week if you're following. And well, let's get on with the soap making. Okay, I'm soaping at about 75 degrees. Soaping, of course, with coconut milk. And that's perfect because the scent has coconut in it too, as well as lime to brighten that up. I'm going to blend everything up first. And that's the milks, oils, kaolin clay. That looks nice and creamy. Let's get the lye solution in there. And this is going to be a slab mold soap. Got some golds, some greens and browns for the soap today, and some mica drizzles. Let's get the fragrance in there. This smells awesome. That's about a mix of 3 different fragrance oils to get a strong coconut scent plus some additional lime. Okay, nice and emulsified. Always like to pour my smaller amounts first. There's the brown, the dark green. This is gold mixed with some copper. And pistachio green. And also some titanium dioxide, which I forgot to mix up. Okay, that's all mixed up now too, so let me get that poured in there. These medium amounts. Start with the gold. That's the gold plus copper. That beautiful green. And my little new toy, this great frother. I put a link to this in my last video, so you can find this electric frother. It works for me a little better than the battery operated ones. Okay, so let's stir this one up first. It's a nice consistency. Nice and creamy. So this is going to be for the body of the soap. From up high, I'm going to pour that in there. Keep a little for the top. And the same for this. Just really look for a color that's going to be really compatible with the green, but also have a bunch of that coconut vibe. I said a bunch of coconuts, so it's funny. Okay, and I'm going to save some of this for the top, but let's pour some of that in there. That can just, I'm not really whisking it to mix it, just to liquefy it. Pouring from about 2 feet up also. Same for the screen. I'll save a little bit more of this for the top. And I'm already ready for the mold. That goes really fast. Okay, let's pour this. Beautiful. I want to go around in circles so I get kind of linear thing going in there. So no issues with the fragrance oil. That off-white really reminds me of coconut. You can really smell that coconut plus the lime. Let's do this. Just really making sure that the edges get some of this too. It's hard to do without getting it on the mold itself, on the edges. Oh, those colors are beautiful. Finally, this darker color, darker green. So now we're ready to do some swirling. Actually, I think I'm going to do some spoon texturing instead. Doing it fairly spaced apart first before I add some brightness back to it. I love what mica drizzles do for the texture as well. as the hungry curing soap soaks in some of the oils in the micro drizzle, leaves a texture to it. That's great. I like that texture. And now let's get the dividers in there. Okay, so there we go, and we'll come back for the unmolding. I just want to point out that before I put the dividers in, this whole thing looked very busy, but when you take something busy and you just break it down into smaller parts, it's not as busy, so that can be a guide to you too. Just checking every soap too that it has some interest to it, and it really does. So I can't wait to unmold this for you. Okay, I'm ready to unmold this coconut and lime soap. Let's turn this over. Easy to unmold. This really heated up and gelled really nicely overnight, so that makes unmolding it a breeze. You can see it pull away from the mold. Turn this back over. And then pull the soaps from the dividers. You can lift it up. Nice creamy bar. I really like the glassy surface. And once in a while I do like to make soap with brown as one of the colors. And I think it really suited this soap to have that. Because you know, coconuts have that brown, fibrous skin, shell. We usually don't see the outermost portion of the coconut. I like that subtle blend of brown and white. and the layers. And I still bevel these soaps. I think it's important when you're unmolding from these dividers, just really pull slightly in one direction and not wobble your motions as you go out. And it slips nice without any markings. Great mold. Again, I got this one from Brambleberry. Makes 18 bars. That copper and gold mix turned out really nice. Okay, I'm going to clean these up now and then take my photos. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'm still working on my other project. I think I'll have that one ready for you by next week. And as you know, I upload my new videos every Saturday, and hit the subscribe button so that you get those notifications. And thumbs up would be really nice too. Thank you very much. Have a great day.